Oh yeah, maybe. So yeah,
But,
so not the only character we're gonna be jumping into. We do have this one. I think you're gonna have even more fun with because I mean anything wrestling related. I mean I'm surprised you didn't play more King over like someone like martial law growing up.
I played King.
Oh okay, you did though.
It was hard.
Okay.
And this is from an Eddie main. I just knew all of Eddie's moves, so I'm just like I remember this, I remember that, and then. With King, I'm like, I can't even get the frames on the. I didn't know it had to be like perfect frame on the grabs. I never knew the timing, so I was just like, I'm not learning this.
So like, nah, not about it. All right, well, we got a King trailer. I think this dropped. I think it was like yesterday or the day before. Oh, okay, 3 days ago. Sorry, 3 days ago. So it was on Friday. This dropped, and I must say, this is probably the flashiest I've seen King. To be honest, like King also one of those incredibly memorable characters. I want to say, lore-wise, respect the lore is actually more than one person underneath that mask over the history of Tekken. But this definitely, my man's he definitely went kind of a little bit to the Armika school, and I don't just mean that because he's rocking a microphone and he's a little bit more flashy. There's some of the moves here, I'm kind of like, bro, what? And once again, hey. My license for Tekken is very beginner friendly. Like I can't even say I got a license. I got a permit. All right, I got a permit for Tekken. I don't got a full license yet. I haven't taken the test yet. But from what I've seen and from just some doing the initial research here, like there's definitely some new additions here that we're seeing. Some callbacks even to like kind of like the Tekken 2 and even somewhat Tekken Tag. But yeah, like it like I said, overall, like. He is looking extremely flashy as ever been before, but with some new tricks, including what is it? We got a couple of wrestling moves here. If you like enlighten us, what are we seeing?
So, by the way, just a shout out to Lil Majin. I know he's the most entertaining King that I've ever seen, at least in the last game. And by the way, I did main King in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. So yeah.
Okay. But that was a different game, right? That was just Tekken characters, Street Fighter characters that look like Tekken characters.
Let me just say, from the rip, we got the big boot to the face,
the power crush,
from the
power crush, run cancel.
Exactly. Yeah. How my dude got hit back like Test getting hit with the boot, or Test hitting somebody with the big boot. Shout out to Test, rest in peace. We got the clothesline from hell with the arm drag. I know you're showing something else on the screen. I'm looking at the side so I can pause it a little bit here. So yeah, my bad if it doesn't see here. But we got faces for radio. Anyway, the pedigree's in there. And we got the, dare I say that's a code breaker somewhere earlier on, when he puts the knees on the back and flip out.
The lumbar check? I want to say
it's a lumbar check too, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lumbar check.
Lumbar check. Shout outs to, forget his name, but it doesn't matter. Then into just a pop-up power bomb or Batista bomb, whatever you want to call it. Power bomb, the Irish whip into the wall.
Power bomb. Oh, that's a Batista, bro. That is definitely some Batista type.
So pause it right here. Pause it right here.
What you got? Oh God, the knee to the face.
Yeah, that is all definitely like. So the two kicks. He doesn't even do the two kicks. It looks like it's a 10-hit. Started a 10-hit combo. Because I was always wondering, like, where is that ever? Like, where can you ever use that? My goodness, did he use it here? And then you can command grab smoothly into the knee to the face. Like, that's a command grab, I believe. In Street Fighter Cross Tekken, it was only crouch only that you can use that.
Was it?
Yeah. And that's in Cross Tekken. Now, I don't know about original Tekken, but I do believe there's some conditioning in original Tekken that you got to do in order to get that move to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, and by the way, the promo skills, obviously his mouth not moving.
My question is, what the hell is he saying?
He's roar. Saying Samoa Joe, there's only a 3 in a 33rd chance of you getting anyway. All right.
But yeah, we got
Steiner math.
We got to see integration of the the RKO.
The RKO is in there too.
RKO is in there. Yeah, they definitely are like, we are gonna make them we're gonna call it all out, all the Easter eggs. We got the boot. Utility to the boot is kind of wild.
Power bomb too.
Yep. Man, again with the rage art, in which we're getting, I don't even know what the call is. I don't know if there is an official like move to this. I just know it's pretty. I'll tell you right now, and that pretty painful is really what I meant to say, because Paul ain't having it. The thing that trips me out, it's funny about even fighting games to this day is like proper physics for being like upside down when it comes to your hair. Like Paul's hair should definitely be like hanging a bit. I know nitpick, super fucking random nitpick, but it was just like something that threw me off. Just because it's Paul's hair, and it's like, see, like if it was straight up, and actually nobody would have guessed twice. It would have been like, yeah, that, it could do that. But because it's like combed over, I'm like, that don't look right. But back to King though. Yeah, I don't know. Is this an actual like move in wrestling in any kind of way, shape, or form? Like no, nothing.
You want to kill the dude? I mean, his leg is under his knee. If you see that there.
Yeah,
and that's just everywhere. There's a bit of clipping everywhere going on.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a bit of a Rorschach type of image I'm seeing here. But yeah, all you got to know is Paul is in some pain. We got the pyrotechnics in the background, and we got the hardcore flexing, and then we got like the luchador, dive afterwards as his what it looks like to be his outro.
He's honestly looking like he's out of straight out of Ultimate Muscle. I did message you when I first saw it. I was like, man, I kind of wish that they gave his mouth some flaps, some movement.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, and I was just like, what in the hell is he talking about? Like you want it to actually start moving. First of all, I like the anime tripped me out, because I'm pretty sure the Netflix anime I'm talking about, Triangle City, right? Everybody's in a shadow. Yes. Illuminati, or they're Jay-Z fans, whichever way. I think his eyes moved in that one, which that one tripped me out, and I was like, this, like just logically, I was like, this doesn't make sense. And having him talk, it's like that'd be kind of strange.
But at least maybe the mouth moved, not for talking, but for the fight. Just
maybe
the roaring.
Maybe. We'll see.
No, it's a mask, of course, but don't want to break kayfabe. It's also an actual cheetah there, or jaguar there. So
the power bomb, by the way, the Alex style power bomb that he does, the follow up is kind of like, this is what I mean, like power bomb. Oh my god!
Yeah. Like, before that swinging power bomb, he does do his original. I say original, but the last game he had that combo where he would pop you up into the
air and then bring you down.
No, he would do a launcher. I think it's into the 3-4, like back 3-4 or forward 3-4, where he does the 2 kicks. It's a little bit after that, but it's just the familiarity is there, and then the added command grabbing specialty moves, and then even the heat rush into the armor was sounded even more ridiculous.
The more I see these gameplay, the more I see these gameplay trailers, like the more I'm trying to really understand the heat rush even more. Oh yeah, the boot. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Oh god, so gross. I'm trying to understand the heat system even more, and like where the utility is at. Like, I mean, it's everywhere, right? Like it's enabling him to do quite a bit more. I mean, there's other new moves, right? Like that boot already is showing to kind of dividends there in terms of what it could possibly do. But that's like kind of been like my main thing when it came to these Tekken gameplay trailers. It's just like, all right, what's heat enabling us to do? Because if it's gonna be such a main mechanic, they need to sprinkle it enough in there for us to understand what the possibilities are. So you can kind of theory craft, man. It's a little bit of the theory crafting, but for sure, I think it's gonna enable. Like, it's very offensive, man. It is just so offensive. But we're definitely seeing some of those cases here throughout the actual match itself, with like heat and some power crush and armor in between and such. It's freaking dangerous, dude.
And real quick, before moving on, like the heat gauge, I want to see where it is that Harada actually alluded to, that everyone would be able to use it, and everyone would be able to know how to use a character based off the heat gauge. So that's what I'm trying to catch with all of this from what he was saying. So that's why, again, I want to see a 1v1.
Yeah, want to see an actual, just full-on gameplay, all resources. This is all great. This all looks amazing, and I'm fucking hyped to play it for sure. I'm definitely going to put my head in the ring, my Jaguar mask in the ring to try. But at the same time, it's like, I need to see like what it's going to be like with resources. Like, how often do you expect to use, like how effectively can the heat system be, right? How often can you actually use it? Is it going to be something like an X Factor type of thing? Are we gonna, I mean, of course we do know more about it, like by the system, you're going to be able to use it every round and all, but to what extent, right? How many of these are stitched together? You get me? Like, is this something that is capable in 1 round's worth of resources, or is this like over 2? So that's what's going to dictate a lot of things, like the pace of the match, the cash out of it every time, or not at all. Like, is it carry over? I actually can't even remember. I don't know if you recall, like, does heat system like carry over between rounds? Because you could do it every round, so I'm assuming it's like V trigger,
That'd be like
You
the
use it,
arts.
or you
Rage
don't use it, or the rage arts. Okay, yeah, then that makes more sense then. Yeah, so we got all that Tekken 8 goodness came through for us. We do have, I think who are the last characters we have left? We have Jun, Jack.
That's it.
Nina, technically, yeah, Nina already got hers in her announcements, was kind of like her gameplay trailer. Yeah, so Jack and Jun, and now it's time, and then we'll be like ready for some new characters that we have yet to even have announced. So I'm assuming we're gonna be getting some of that like coming real soon. Evo's gonna have some crazy shit for sure. Like this lines up that if they do a character, you know, even if they do a character or two before Evo, like Evo lines up to be some fire stuff. Oh, Evo Japan, that's right.
But again, you know what? I'm not even hyped for Evo Japan because when we were there, they had no announcements or almost anything.
Yeah.
It was very formal. It was very, very clap.
Definitely was the golf clap. But we'll see how things shape up. New management, new Evo, who this. We'll see how it turns out there. You know, give us one more. It's a hell of a year to do. If you're gonna do it, like this is the year to do it. You got Street Fighter on the horizon. You know, Strive is still doing its thing. Tekken 8 has been announced. MK12 we're waiting to hear on. Project L's always looming. Like there's just a whole lot in playing in the field right now. So if you're gonna make some waves, now's the time, or else you're just gonna have to sit it out.